the Hecarim top lane with Alzeze. For the jungler, we do have Safety playing that Evelynn. For the mid lane, we do have Nixwater with that Darius. Darius actually going a bit aggressive there, half HP. For the
Oh.
AD carry, we will be having Ezreal being played by Minas and Bard being played by Sue.
So actually, his first skill wasn't the 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 pull
Yeah, well,
on the
the
Darius.
pull doesn't really give you that much damage and utility in lane. It's more of a utility spell and not really for a laning phase. And what's interesting is that Master Yi didn't back. He's sitting in lane with half HP, and
Oh.
that's gonna be really hard coming in against the Darius.
Yeah, I just decided to, I'm just gonna drink some pots na lang, consume a pot early out on this game instead of going home.
Yeah, and Hecarim's actually taking the blue buff. This is actually really sneaky play coming in from Saigon Jokers. Counter jungling as the top laner, and he's not getting contested, so this will be a free blue buff coming in for that top lane, which will give Hecarim such a really huge advantage against that Maokai.
Yeah, and he's just gonna, use teleport in. Because usually, the mga top
Yeah.
laners, they start with either the Raptors or, but nope, they started dito sa blue side ng Jakarta Juggernauts itong Saigon Jokers. Very sneaky play coming in from the Hecarim.
Yeah, and just really good scouting coming in, knowing that most of the team was on the bot side and that at most they had one trinket ward in that top lane, which was probably the Maokai. And actually, Maokai wouldn't have been in the top lane as Maokai did take the... I believe he did take the Raptors in that bot lane, so they did know that top lane was unwarded, uncontested, so Alzeze went for it.
Wow. So, no blue buff for this Rek'Sai right there. And he still has no idea na tinake na pala kanyang blue buff. And right now, sobrang push down itong Master Yi sa lane. On the mid lane. Boom! Here comes the first gang of the game. Nixwater uses a flash to get out of there, but here comes Safety with a double buff. Twodge is in trouble. Will he be able to get something out of this? Guess not. That's first blood. Here comes Maokai. Pati na rin ang Hecarim right there. Luffy just wants to disengage. Crusher will just meditate. Look at the support coming in from Juggernaut. Here comes the flash. Death sentence onto Safety. They want a kill. Exchange kill right there. Luffy will slay Safety. And here comes Enter Master Yi. And Azize is super in trouble right now. Wants to kill Luffy before he dies, but doesn't get to. And that'll be 3 in exchange of 1 in favor of Jakarta Juggernaut.
Wow, that ballsy play coming in from Luffy paid off so much. 3 kills already within 4 minutes, and this is what Jakarta Juggernauts need. Let's take a look at that replay. We do see that fight was going in favor, and here comes the flash. W, then the hook coming in from Dom Perignon, and it's just really good play right there. Really good intuition, knowing when they can take the fights and knowing when they can't. And then Cruiser just comes in back there with that Alpha Strike to clean up. Aziz does have that blue buff, however, that is not enough. Ignite goes down, reduces that healing, and he can't get that Luffy.
Wow.
And that is not what you want to have. Maokai is now 2-0-1, has that double buff, I believe, and originally the Hecarim was ahead. However, Maokai is now way ahead of this guy, and this puts a little bit of less pressure onto the Master Yi, as Master Yi was getting super bullied. However, with that kill, he's able to come back with those 2 assists, rather.
Yeah, very confident play, no? At least, parang, we're gonna flash in. I know I'm gonna get the hook. Maokai is gonna follow up with a twisted advance right there, and they played really well. I'm really impressed.
And Jakarta Juggernauts, they're not, despite being at the very bottom of the ladder, mechanically as a team, they aren't that bad. They're actually fairly competent with their mechanics, just like that with that hook right there.
Wow. Great trade, AD carry. Anyway, Safety, not so safe right now, but will manage to get under the turret. But very advanced and aggressive itong Jakarta Juggernauts right now.
Yeah, they knew they had the advantage in that early game, and they wanted to capitalize on Evelynn not having that double buff. That was a really good 3-man invade into that enemy jungle. Even though they didn't get anything out of it, it was still very effective in just like saying, hey, Evelynn, you're not allowed to freely walk around the map. This is our map now.
Yeah. And right here though, sa CS, well, not naman significant kasi Master Yi got 0-0-2 early on. And here comes a gank from safety. We'll just stand there. Meanwhile, here in the middle lane, rather, Nick's Water getting ganked by two people, will not be able to die. But meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Corki is forced to use a Valkyrie. Dome will get ignited right there, and Minas will get the kill.
And that was a really good play coming in from safety. Pretty good stun actually coming in from Su. That's what enabled this fight to break out. And while Corki does have that Valkyrie to get away to safety, Thresh is actually a fairly immobile support. The hook actually pulls your target closer to you.
Yeah.
And I believe your movement speed's reduced while you have someone hooked. So
Yes.
not really the greatest escape right there. And
yeah, just wanted to like save the carry. Like, save yourself! Anyway, look at that. Nick's Water doesn't have Flash, doesn't have Ignite at the moment, but it will come back in a while. Maybe that's why Rek'Sai was lingering around kanina.
And he's been bullied out pretty badly. Master Yi's actually ahead in CS right now, and that's not what's supposed to happen in a Darius Master Yi matchup. They picked the Darius for the counter pick potential. However, it looks like Master Yi's the one winning the lane, and it's not going right for Nick's Water in that mid lane.
Yeah. I guess nauna yung timing niya kanina ni Nick's Water dun sa pull in from the Darius. Akala niya after the Alpha Strike right away. Azaze though trying to counter jungle here. The top lane will get executed. Oh, miscalculated. Krugs hurt so much.
I don't know why he didn't smite. He had smite available, and that smite would have been what he needed to get that camp safely, but for some reason decided to hold on to that smite and suffered.
Well, there we go. Right now they know that Hecarim will go back to his lane. It's quite pushed, and here comes Jakarta Juggernauts actually starting the first dragon. They have no vision whatsoever to Saigon Jokers, and sneaky play coming in from Jakarta right there. They will get the dragon.
And this is not the team that we've been seeing for the past 2 weeks. Jakarta Juggernauts playing out of their minds. That was a really smart decision right there. And here comes the engage.
Wow, safety right gets ignited, will fall down, and Crusher actually manages to eliminate the Darius, but here comes the horse, also out of shadow just to secure the revenge kill, and that is a 2 for 2 all over the map. No equal there, but the fight's not over. Azaze actually gets death sentence right there. Twodge will run towards the turret, and he gets exhausted. It does see Azaze. They will decide to disengage.
Wow, what just happened right there? Jakarta Juggernauts outplayed Saigon Jokers in a team fight. That's something that Saigon Jokers is known for their really great team fighting right there. However, Cruiser, just really smart decision making right there with that W, with that meditate, then using that Alpha Strike to perfectly time it to get that kill. It was looking like he was about to fall right there. However, smart play, smart micro decision making led them to that victory.
I think when he meditated, he actually reduced the turret damage, the first tick of the turret damage.
Yeah.
And it was really beautiful to watch. I'm really impressed right now. And here comes another death sentence from the Thresh, but because of the arcane shift, very safe daw Ezreal. Meanwhile, here in the top lane, nagduduel itong dalawa. Azaze actually losing the trade there. Tatakbo na lang siya. I don't want this anymore.
Yeah, so it's just really good play coming in from Jakarta Juggernauts.
Yeah.
And they've been really crucial actually to getting these 5 kills for Jakarta Juggernaut.
Yeah, that is true. Anyway, yeah, you're right. And natatalo sa trade itong bot lane ng Saigon Jokers. Every time the hook lands, I will follow it up. Corky will follow it up with the phosphorus bomb, and I will harass you out of there. Actually, medyo nauna tong pa rin sa CS itong si, what do you call this?
And that's
This
actually
Ezreal.
pretty surprising, seeing as Bard isn't really the greatest support for the laning phase. You've only got really 3 ways to help your AD carry in the laning phase. You've got Q, which has damage, slow, and a potential stun.
Yes.
You've got your auto attack. I mean, the Q doesn't slow, the passive does. So
Yeah,
you've got the
yes.
passive for the trading and the poke, and you've got the W. So there's not really that many things you can do as a Bard in that lane. However, he's been making it work, and that CS advantage is something that shouldn't be happening really.
Yeah. And what do you think about this Phage pickup for Nick's Water?
It looks like he will be rushing for that Triforce, I believe. However,
Or a Black Cleaver?
I think it's gonna be possibly a Black Cleaver actually.
No, it doesn't build with Phage
build.
anymore.
No, that's gonna be a. So he has a Phage. He's got that longsword. That longsword is probably gonna be a Brutalizer.
Yeah, Brutalizer.
And
Yeah, got it.
Into a Black Cleaver, and he's going. Based on these 2 items, it looks like he's going for a more damage-oriented Darius rather than a tanky one, really. And I guess that's okay to go for, seeing as you do have a Hecarim and you do have a Ezreal, a Evelynn. While they aren't the tankiest champions, they can fill in the role of the frontline tank to a certain extent.
Yeah. And what are they planning? Itong Saigon Jokers, they have something in mind, but I've yet to see what kind of plan they're trying to do
Going for
here.
that magical journey gank.
Oh.
Here it comes.
Magical Journey gank. Actually, the Ignite drops on pairing them, but here comes Master Yi. Actually, Safety gets ignited. Tempered Fate doesn't hit anyone there. And here comes Ruffins for the backup. That's 1 kill for Juggernauts right there. And it backfired.
So Saigon Jokers not respecting the positions of the enemy team right there. They had no backup in that bot lane. They had no backup in that mid lane. And, ooh. However, Corky does manage to Valkyrie away.
Yeah. And Crusher here having a hard time, but he is involved in most of the kills that's been going on around the map here. And I'd like to point out why would you even want to do that in the first place? Yung sneaky, you don't have that much damage, right? With the Evelynn and the Bard with you.
And the lane was pushing in that bot lane towards the Saigon Joker side, while Darius was preoccupied in that mid lane. So there would be no follow-up to that gank. And I guess they just got a bit too impatient, really, not respecting these Jakarta Juggernauts.
Yeah. Parang ano kasi, if I'm playing an Evelynn, I would really, really want to make most out of the early phase of the game. I wanna give my what do you call this? My teammates some kills, make some plays while I'm invisible. And yeah, it's after the laning phase, yung parang sira na lahat ng turrets. Parang I missed my chance. I feel like I missed my chance to make plays for my team.
Yeah. Safety hasn't really had the greatest game right now in terms of creating pressure on the map. However, it looks like the teams are grouping around Dragon, both top laners. I believe Luffy does not have his teleport available. However, Azizi does, and it won't be needed as Saigon Jokers walks away with their first Dragon of the game.
Yeah, so it's 1-1 on the Dragon score right here. And wow, Righteous Glory actually activated. They're looking for something here. Doesn't find what they wanted, but they're rotating here in the mid lane. I kind of wonder if they want to... Siguro babawasan lang nila to. Actually, they're going in! Unexpected play coming in from Jakarta Juggernaut. Tempered Fate just to cancel everything. No turret for them for a while. Safety actually pretty low at the moment. Luffy will be the next one to fall. Double knock up from the Rek'Sai, but he has no backup right now. Magical Journey, oh, he actually jukes them out of there. But here comes Ezreal Minas landing some hits on the Twitch, but here comes the Corki managing to burst Elminas, but Arcane shifts to safety. Valkyrie's away. He doesn't want this anymore. I have no one to I have no one here left to save me. Great flash, but the magical journey will manage to actually, he will get the bar before he dies. That's 2 for 4, 5 actually. That's an ace for Saigon Jokers.
And that Bard ult coming in from Su was game-changing right there. That first prevented the tower dive from coming in. It let the cooldowns come in, reset for the Saigon Joker team. And the biggest thing is it gave time for SAJ to get that teleport off. So the turret, so right when that Bard ult comes up down, Hecarim drops that ult and just wrecks that Jakarta Juggernauts team right there. And even though Jakarta Juggernauts, actually I don't know why 2JJ decided to flash in right there. Should have just backed off, taken their losses. That was only a 2-death really potential situation. Instead, he decides to flash in, and they get punished for it. So Jakarta Juggernauts not really reacting properly to that Bardo, and just really great play coming in from Su.
Yeah, it was actually a flash, not an arcane shift. Yung
sorry.
kay Ezreal kanina. Yeah, my bad, yo. Well, very cocky play coming in from Jakarta Juggernauts, no? I was actually expecting na babawasan muna nila like Torre or something, but no, they did a tower dive. And great Tempered Fate from the Bard managed to buy some time, and they won that.
I think Luffy just needs to take it a bit more slowly right now, as he's been popping that Righteous Glory and just like arcane shifting and like flashing into everything. While it was working, like they did manage to secure 3 kills in the early game because of that. He really needs to just like take it down a notch right now and rethink, like just take some time to think about what they need to do to accomplish the victory. They have a fairly good scaling comp with this Master Yi and Maokai. While Corki does fall off, there is a potential for Jakarta Juggernauts to win. They just need to take it a bit more slowly and not get too reckless. The Death Sentence actually missed that time, and here comes a gank in that mid lane.
Wow, Nyx Water will be able to dunk, but not enough. Crusher with Dom in the mid lane. I wonder what they will do in response to this. Very, very vulnerable. Si Rumpez, that's 3 people. Valkyring away, dodges the True Shot Barrage, but here comes Luffy. You are running towards 3 people, no backup, and here comes Rek'Sai just trying to scare them away with a Prey Seeker. But everything is too late. Actually, that was a great play coming from Saigon Jokers.
Those Bard ults this game have been really effective, even though the timing on that Bard ult could have been better. It was still enough to get that job done. Disable the turret for a while, make sure they don't take too much unnecessary damage in case the respawn does coming.
Yes.
And they got that kill onto Rufus, and Ezreal is now 4-0-2, will be picking up that Triforce soon. However, here comes Jakarta Juggernauts with that respawn play, taking that mid turret, and I believe that's their first turret of the game.
Yeah, that was actually well played. I mean, we take a kill in the mid lane, and then you guys take our ADC, but we get a turret, so that's 2 for 1.
Yeah.
In favor of Jakarta Juggernauts right there.
Really, this counter pick coming in from Nyx Water has not been working out so well. He's been punished so hard by this Jakarta Juggernauts team. 2JJ is always in that mid lane ganking, and then we did see Dom Perignon come into that mid lane and get another gank off. He's just been camped the entire game and letting Master Yi get some breathing room, and he's actually ahead in CS with the Blade of the Rune King and that Brutalizer completed. Looks like he will be going for possibly a Phantom Dancer or a Static Shiv, seeing as he does have that Brawler Glove.
Yeah. And
or Yanmu's. Actually, that is definitely a Yanmu's Ghostblade.
Yep. And 1 minute till Dragon spawns. Looks like people are just circling out dito sa Riverside. Counter jungling naman itong Saigon Jokers. See safety. And they're just clearing out the wards. It's the ward wars. They know the timers. Meanwhile, in the top lane, SAJ will get their first turret of the game.
Yep, so the game, both teams are slowly just not really going for anything. However, looks like Jakarta Juggernauts are on the aggressive. Here comes another great hook coming in from Dom Perignon, but that stun coming in from Stu stops the aggression.
Wow. Wait, was the blue buff just standing near the brush or something? There.
There.
He got stuck.
Yeah.
I saw. So, 2 turrets for...
Actually, I believe he was auto-attacking Bard. The blue buff aggroed Bard, and he was in that brush at the time.
Okay, so I just saw the mini golems, and I'm like, where's the blue buff? And he's just awkwardly standing inside the brush. So, ayun pala. Nakuha pala ng aggro yung ng, what do you call this, ng Bard. Wow, Azize is having the time of his life, landing some hits, needs a turret, split pushing so freely and carefree. Will he get intercepted by the Yi? I wonder what will happen. Righteous Glory activated. Here comes Luffy, manages to root the horse right there. Crusher gets a ton of damage onto Azize. Does he still have the onslaught of shadows? No. The Maelstrom will shut him down, and that will be 1 kill. But meanwhile, though, Saigon Jokers is actually starting the dragon for themselves. Uh-oh! Magical Journey, here comes the box. Perignon will be the next one to fall. Actually, Rek'Sai as well. Ruffens is in big trouble too. Is right there. Double kill for the Darius. Wow, medyo kalat, no, Nate?
Yeah, that was actually a fairly good collapse coming in from Saigon Jokers. Jakarta Juggernaut should have backed off immediately, knowing that their 2 most fed players in the game are in that top lane right now, and really questionable decision making coming in, and this should be a free dragon coming from Saigon Jokers unless Cruiser manages to make some plays with that Master Yi. And here comes the Hecarim, which should shut this down.
Yeah, they actually, I don't know what they were trying to do there.
Well, it's a Master Yi. He's known for those 1v5 pentakills, however, not this time.
Yeah, not that fed, and yeah, not that fed. I mean, even though he had a Maokai and medyo awkward. They all had a lot of CC, and they're painful na rin.
Gold lead is now 6K in favor of Saigon Jokers. Saigon Jokers, they have had some questionable moments in this game. However, they're starting to look like the team from last season and the team that's gone 4-0 this season. And let's see if they can keep this up. Let's see if they can take this 6K gold lead to a victory. Jakarta Juggernauts, though, they are playing last stand remaining. This is their last game of the season, and they're at the bottom of the ladder. So this is a really important game for them.
Yeah. Chill, gaya ng sinabi mo, they should take it slow, chill lang. Actually, when I play ranked games and suddenly my team has been getting a lot of kills and they want something, they're aggressive. Ooh. Actually forcing a flash there out of Mina's great death sentence from Dom. And as I was saying earlier, actually, ayaw niya ako ipakwento. Here comes Luffy getting isolated by 2 members of Saigon Jokers. Luffy is half held, but here comes Cruiser, activates the blade. Su flashes out, just wants to be safe, and now Azize is left all alone. Meanwhile, here comes Nick Swatter, doesn't manage to get anyone. Actually, he will try to get Luffy, and Magical Journey actually helps the Master Yi escape. That'll be a double kill for him. Meanwhile, the top lane, bottom side rather, split pushing itong 3 members ng Jakarta Juggernauts, knowing that 2 members have fallen and 1 member in the top side. Rather great that sentence from Dong. Once again, the box will be unleashed. Valkyrie away to Ruffins, but still manages to land a couple of nag-flash out. Minas is dominating right now. Will manage to eliminate the Corki. Double kill for the Ezreal. He wants more blood. Will not be able to catch the Rek'Sai.
Yeah, so much action coming in within those last 30 seconds right there. In the top lane, we did see Saigon Jokers overcommitted a bit too much onto those kills. Once Maokai flashed away, they should have just backed off. However, they kept on committing, and Master just doing his backdooring right there.
Wow. We're going to see a lot of
I'm feeling this might be a long game just based on how these teams are playing right now. Really questionable plays coming from both sides. Like, they're overcommitting too much to these fights right now. Jakarta Juggernauts did the same in that bot lane right there, and Ezreal was able to clean them up.
Yep.
Corki actually flashed out, then he started walking back in, trying to clean up that Evelyn, and that just led him to his death. And now Ezreal 707 with a 50 CS gold lead, already has his Triforce and Mora mana completed. That is a huge power spike for Saigon Jokers. I expect them to be setting up for a Baron. Wow. No, that's their own team.
Yeah, that's their own team. But
right.
Yeah.
Alright, so just securing that red buff from base.
Man, he even has a Blade of the Ruined King now. That's pretty scary.
Wow, he completed an entire item from that play in that bot lane.
Yeah, 3 items completed for the Ezreal, while the Corki only has the Triforce for himself.
Yeah, so definitely Saigon Jokers will be capitalizing on this. Expect them to start either grouping up or split pushing or going for the team fights. And
wow, he's confident. He's gonna play. He's gonna do everything. Tempered Fate just to deny everything from Juggernauts right there. They're gonna start something. Minas is actually ignited. Nakikipag 1-on-1 sa Yi, but here comes Hecarim Hecarim for the rescue. Onslaught of Shadows canceling the assassination. Minas is legendary at the moment. And everybody is falling down slowly from Jakarta Juggernauts. What a cleanup. Only one person falls from Saigon Jokers, and that's a Darius. But that is a 1-for-4 exchange. This might translate into a Baron.
Yeah, that's really good target selection coming in from Saigon Jokers, despite Nixwater having 4 on him.
Yes.
Saigon Jokers were aware that, alright guys, we need to kill the Ezreal to win this team fight. I mean the Mastery to win this team fight. They focus fire this Mastery right there. So Nixwater gets a bit caught out. The Bartle is not enough. However, look, they're going on that Rek'Sai right now, but once they see the Mastery, they all switch targets onto that Mastery. Mastery activates that Yon Boost, tries to dive on Minas, then watch this collapse right here. So all 4 members stop what they're doing and then just focus on killing this Mastery and protecting their AD carry. And this is really what lets them win that team fight. And once Mastery is gone, the biggest threat, they're able to just clean up.
Yeah. That was a great onslaught of shadows from Azazel, rescuing the Ezreal. And right now, they lost that fight. Super aggressive. I mean, Juggernauts ang nagsimula nun with the Righteous Glory. Again, chill lang. Wait for the right timing. Darius is not someone you want to kill right now. It's not a priority kill.
They wasted a lot of their spells onto Darius, and Darius actually did a pretty good job of tanking that. They have a lot of physical damage on that Jakarta Juggernauts team. The only magic damage is the occasional poke coming in from Corki and the Maokai, and Thresh doesn't really do magic damage. He's a support, but yeah, so Darius had a Sunfire Cape, and I think he had those Ninja Tabby boots, so lots of physical resist right there, and he just tanked it like a champ right there.
So easy to itemize against itong Jakarta Juggernauts. Look at the Evelyn with the Thorn Mail and the Randuins even, and Frozen Heart for the Hecarim. So easy. Wow. Azazel's pushing up top. Rampage does his safety, manages to eliminate the Thresh. Twodge is in trouble. Meanwhile, switching cameras because, you know, the action is everywhere. Twodge will die. Legendary now uses a flash itong Ruffens, and they won't find any kills, but they will find a turret for themselves.
Actually, what happened in the bot lane was Dom Perignon got a pretty nice hook. Like, he's been landing all of his hooks. However, he decided to follow up on that hook and just flew into 3 members of that Saigon Joker team, then just baited the rest of his team into dying with him. So,
oh my.
Yeah.
Well, it's Azazel with a scary item inventory slot right now. Yeah, very behind the Jakarta Juggernauts. And the thing is, it's not Saigon Jokers making the plays. It's Jakarta Juggernauts making mistakes.
Yeah. No, it's like Jakarta Juggernauts, they force the plays, but they end up failing the plays that they make, and that's what's really losing them the game.
Well,
they made one right there.
Yeah, they will get a kill, but they will probably lose a couple of they will lose this turret if they don't come back and defend this right away. Corki is super low, but forced to go back. Twodge uses a rando just to slow Nixwater down, but Minas is actually getting turret aggro. Luffy, ganda ng Bard stun na ginawa ni, what's his name? That's 2. And Twodge is in the, wants to disengage, but the bleed from Nixwater will manage to eliminate him. That'll be a double kill. Ang ganda ng stun, no?
Was that a stun while Rek'Sai was portaling, right? While Rek'Sai was tunneling, he stunned Rek'Sai, I believe. No,
I mean stunned Maokai and the Thresh.
And the Thresh while they were about to engage. So
yes,
that was actually really good.
That was really good. I was really surprised.
Yeah, that shut down the entire disengage. However, I feel like Saigon Jokers might have actually came on head despite that. However, they are fairly low. Actually, no, that was actually a game-changing Bartle right there.
Yeah.
Master, if they managed to get the initiate off, Mastery would have had an easier time to clean up. Mastery got deleted at the start of the fight. Yes. However, Saigon Jokers are actually really low right now. So, wow, Sue.
Yeah, really good play from Sue. I mean, there were a lot of things going on. Wait a moment. Dom actually won something. Here comes the ultimate from Crusher. We'll be able to find something zigzagging away from the skill shots of Minas. Yomus, he's getting kited down. This is a bad idea, he says. Oh, wait, no. I don't want this anymore. And wait, they decide to go back in. But here comes the Hecarim diving in. Luffy says, oh no, where are you guys? Come on, let's land some damage. Odyssey in the front line trying to zone the members of Juggernauts out. Safety is dominating, and Perignon is is trying to do something for the team. Twudge will want to get out of this. Temper Phase misses. Corky will try to poke the members of Saigon Jokers out of there. And that's a Darius split pushing in the mid lane. Ruffens, one more na lang will get hit by the burn from the SAJ. Twudge, yeah. He's just crawling his way.
Yeah, another overcommitment coming from Jakarta Juggernauts, and I believe Saigon Jokers can actually end the game from this. They have 20 seconds on the clock, however, they do have that super minions to help them with this push, and this might be it.
Yeah, interesting game, Darius and mid, but when it comes to the team Blaze, they, Jakarta Juggernauts quite fall off right here. Here comes the home guard, Master Yi. Police, Crusher will get crushed by Saigon Jokers. 31 minutes into the game, 16:37 on the scoreboard. Game 1, Saigon Jokers comes up on top.
Yeah, and that was actually a lot of action coming in with that game.
Yeah.
Looked like Jakarta Juggernauts actually had a chance to take it from that very beginning. However, I think they got a bit too over-aggressive, a bit too excited, really.
Sobra.
Knowing that we are ahead against Saigon Jokers right now. What is this? Let's keep going. And then they got a bit too excited, and that led them to their deaths. And let's take a look at the scoreboard right here.
Yeah. So what can you say, man?
Well, Cruiser, despite that was a fairly decent Master Yi showing right there. He was ahead in lane despite the Darius counter pick, and he has a pretty decent score for the losing team. 14 kills he contributed in, 10, 8, 4, and it's unfortunate that he wasn't able to play to the full potential of the comp. However, Saigon Jokers, they just played so well. Minas didn't die a single time, and he had a lot of kills, 13, 0, 19.
Yeah,
that is a lot of kill contribution right there.
He even picked up a Warden's mail for his last item.
Going a bit of the Genja route with that Randuin's, Randuin's Corky best build.
Yeah, so there you have it. That is game 1 between Jakarta Juggernauts versus Saigon Jokers. But don't go away. We still have the second game for the set gets best out 2, right? Anyway, we will reintroduce ourselves before leaving us. We will be right back. I am GS Riku.
And I'm GSP.
So see you guys later.